Hey, what's up guys? Soapss here, welcome back to another video. Today we have a pretty interesting video for you guys. It's going to be the first Sketchbook Chronicles, well, a real one I guess, Sketchbook Chronicles video in a long time. Today I'm going to be doing a deck showcase for an Ink Overlord deck that I have made. And you say, Soapss, what does Ink Overlord do? Well, guess what? I'm going to show you. So if you saw the checklist video, that's where I showed off this card. But his ability is Ink Manipulation. Pay 3 ink and take control of one of your opponent's monsters on the field. When this card dies, send the surviving controlled cards back to their owner. I thought I wrote surrounding and spelled it wrong, but I didn't. Yay me. So yeah, this deck is built around stealing your opponent's cards and then keeping Ink Overlord alive so that you can hold on to those cards. So there's also another card that kind of does this. So it's Sensei Cactus, one of the not seen cards of Sketchbook Chronicles. It was kind of in the background. It wasn't one of the popular ones. It's an Earth type and discipline training. Once per turn, take control of one of your opponent's monsters until the end of the turn, and you cannot direct attack. So this guy is just good for stealing people to kill other opponent's monsters or just holding on to them. I don't know. But this will help out. This one's more of a long term, but this one's just to upset your opponent and just help you gain a field presence. So this is a 5, this is a 6. They're pretty expensive, but that's okay. You'll save up for them. And if you're wondering, Ink Overlord is an epic, and Sensei Cactus is a uncommon. If you don't know what rarities are, check out my other Sketchbook Chronicles videos. Next up, we have Santa Claus, eh? This is part of the Christmas set. Another thing, if you haven't seen the Christmas special, go watch that. It's a little out of season, but that's okay. It's so rare. And its ability to spread the joy for every Christmas card on the field when placed. Oh, it's Christmas card. I found a sufficient replacement. I thought it was just any card, which probably would have been a little bit more cool. But as you can see, I totally know what my cards do. We'll just pretend that never happened, and we'll move on. So, Monocle Man, this is the replacement for Santa Claus, and this card is going to act as a field holder while you're trying to get out your other cards. So his ability is Teabag. When this monster is attacked, your opponent must discard 2 cards. So your opponent's not going to want to attack him, and that allows you to save up the ink that you need to place your bigger cards. So now we have Flying Derpatron, which is just a good way to cycle your deck to get the cards that you want. When placed, draw 2 cards, and it's also just a good cheap monster to place down. Ink Bros, Ink Splat. When this card is placed, gain 2 ink. And same thing, just different purpose. Bone Dragon, Dark Reach, discard a card from your hand and add a card from your discard pile to your hand. So let's say somehow your opponent made you discard a card and you discarded one of those guys, or they just died. You can use Bone Dragon to bring him back, and he's also a pretty strong monster. Next up, we have Cow. This is just a good card to cycle through your deck, and it's one of the most versatile cards in the game because it has an upgrade card and a fusion card. But we're only going to be using the upgrade card, which is Armored Cow, and it just has an even better stats, same ability. So it's just an Armored Cow, pretty much. So that's just going to be good to help you win the game in the long run if you don't get your guys out, or maybe it's taking a while. You can get some points with that card. And then also Flying Guy, his ability is see into your future, search your deck for an upgrade card and add it to your hand, and that will just help cycle out Armored Cow because there's only one upgrade card in the deck. Alright, next up we got Cameropter. When this card attacks, your opponent must discard 1 card. Another just support card. It's not really helping to the deck, it's just going to help you win. Eager Beaver, so eager, this card's attack and block is its ink lot. Oh my gosh. Is his ink cost multiplied by the numbers in the 2 boxes. So this is your Al Akbar card when you're going to lose. Let's say you didn't draw into these cards fast enough. Your opponent's getting some serious points on you, and then you can just throw all your ink into this one monster, and he can become pretty strong. Uniboy, this is just a pretty solid card, to be honest. His ability is Erosion. Every turn that every turn that you draw a card, so every turn pretty much, this card loses 30 attack. But it has pretty good stats for 300. It's almost a max for... Oh, oh my god. Pretty good stats for a 3-ink monster because it has 380. That's almost max attack for a 4-ink monster. Or like really good attack for a 4-ink monster. So yeah, there you go. Uniboy, just another card to help you hold on to the field. So we got Derpatron. 2 heads are better than 1. This card can attack twice per turn. Just another good field presence card. Same with Vlarg. Flip a coin if heads. Vlarg can't be attacked next turn. So these are going to be cards because it's kind of hard to set up something like this. So we want to be able to hold on to the field. And let's say if there is a really pretty monster out in the field that you want to snatch with your Ink Overlord, place down Vlarg, and he has a chance to just sit there and not let your opponent do anything, which is going to be good so you can snag that. Or hold on to it with Sensei Cactus and pick off a different monster. Charles, aerial pickup. 1 place, send your opponent's highest block monster from the field to their hand. And this is just a good stalling card. Let's say, again, that there's a really pretty monster out on the field and you wanted to snatch that with your Ink Overlord, but you didn't want it to wreck you at the same time. You can place down Charles and throw that card back to their hand. Now we're going to get on to the 10 spells. By the way, if you're wondering what a SketchBook Chronicles deck is made out of, it's 15 monsters and 10 spells. So we got Gotta Go Fast, just a good card for gaining points. There's not a lot of just heavy-duty gain point focus cards here, so that'll be nice to help you win faster. Zombie Toaster, equip this card to one of your monsters on the field. When that monster dies, add it to your hand instead of the discard pile, which is really good because you don't want your Sensei Cactus or your Ink Overlord to die and go to the discard pile. Heavy Mask. These, I believe I have Light Mask as well. These 2 are just going to be used to boost up your Ink Overlord and your Sensei Cactus so that they don't die. And also they have higher attack so they can kill more monsters. So yeah, these are just boosting for your boss monsters. Disguise equipped monster cannot be attacked for 2 turns. That's just to help out with the stall cards or maybe the cheaper cards like Flying Derpatron. I gotta slow down. Cheaper cards like Flying Derpatron, you can place Disguise on and have them not die because all you're really using them for is their ability and you don't want them to just get picked off and give your opponent a free point. Beefy Juice. So let's say you're stealing your opponent's monsters or you're using cards like Flying Derpatron. You're going to want to be using Beefy Juice in your deck because you might not always be stealing your opponent's best monsters. So Beefy Juice is going to help boost any 3 elixir or less monsters to 2 times attack and block, which is really good because it basically, like here, Flying Derpatron, it boosts him up to be basically a really good 5-ink monster, which works out. See, we planned this out pretty well because it would cost 5 ink. So this is really good for boosting up the monsters that you stole from your opponent or just yours in your deck. Supercharge. This is just purely to cycle through cards in your deck. Draw a card next turn in addition to the card you draw at the beginning of your turn. Draw another. Weirdest way I could have said that. The Trees of Eyes. Look at your opponent's hand and send 1 card from their hand to the discard pile. Just help messing up their strategy. Maybe you're trying to make them place their top guy or get around your strategy of stealing their monsters. Maybe they have a Mansplosion or something to take out your Ink Overlord. Get rid of it with the Trees of Eyes. Fly Away. Discard a card from your hand and gain 1 ink. I think this was a card that I was supposed to change when we went into digitizing, but, you know, that never happened. So, it's supposed to be just, well, we won't talk about that. Its purpose is discard a card and you gain ink. Wow, what a great. Combine. This is another really great card for stealing your opponent's monsters. So let's say you have Ink Overlord, and you just place a Charles this turn. Your opponent has a Vlarg out in the field. You steal their Vlarg, and then you have your Flying Derpatron and your Vlarg. You take Combine, take 2 cards on the field that are on the same type. Oh, I'm so good at planning. So you had a Uniboy on your field, and your opponent had a Cameruptor. So you place your Combine, and first you're going to steal your Ink. You're going to use your Ink Overlord's ability to steal their opponent's Cameruptor, and then you're going to use Combine. If I have enough hands for these cards, and you're going to combine these two monsters. And the ability says take two cards on the field that are the same type and that you control, which you use Ink Overlord to make that happen. See how many times I can throw these on the floor. Sacrifice one and add the attack of that monster to another. So you're probably going to want to sacrifice your Uni Boy so that you can boost up Cameruptor's attack to, what is it? Oh, it's just add the attack. That's really good. You can tell I haven't been looking at this game for a while. So plus 190 attack, which would boost him up to 680, I believe. It's kind of late at night. I can't math, but either way, it's a good way to boost up your monsters when you steal them for your opponent. You can combine, make some better stuff, and take advantage of Ink Overlord and Sensei Cactus's ability. Actually, I just realized... Well, actually, I don't think that would make sense. I was about to say, maybe there was a loophole that if you took your opponent's monster and then combined... Oh! You ready for these dank loopholes here? So, use Sensei Cactus. You steal your opponent's Cameruptor for the turn. Then you combine, which makes your Sensei Cactus die, and you add the attack to the Cameruptor, which, holy crap, that's a lot of attack. That's 900 attack. And now, because Sensei Cactus is dead, his ability is no longer in effect. So technically, he's yours, which would be pretty great. So there you go, loopholes. That's how you break the game, guys. Probably shouldn't be saying that. Not like you can, because you don't have the cards, but, you know, I'm working on that. So there you go, guys. That has been a deck showcase. If you guys like these videos, let me know. I do want to make more on them for all the different games that I have, whether it be maybe the original SketchBook Chronicles, 7 Seas, or even Soapss. See, I'm realizing now, I feel like I've definitely rushed through the different games that I've made, and I haven't really soaked it in. So this will be the soakage of the soap this month, next month, however long this goes. It's going to be the soakage of the soap, because I made so many great things. Just look at these cards. Aren't they just beautiful? And I just kind of pushed them aside and moved on to the next thing because I got bored, which is okay, because when you do the same thing over and over again, it doesn't get boring. But now I'm like, hey, I have all this stuff. Why don't I do something with it? So yeah, we're gonna make decks. We're gonna battle, maybe. We're gonna freaking make some boxes and stuff. I don't know, but yeah. So that's a deck. Oh, also, I mean, we'll see how long. Oh my god. See how long Soapss can stay up tonight. Oh god. We're gonna do a poll for your favorite game, whether it be 7 Seas, Soapss, or SketchBook Chronicles. So if you're at this point of the video, go check out the poll if you haven't done already. Make sure you put that in. We'll see if we can get like maybe 50 people to do the poll. That would be pretty great. I mean, I know my videos get like 500 views. So if we can get 10% of the people to actually do what I ask, I would greatly appreciate that. All right, I don't want this to go on too long, so thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in another video.